Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our daily informative video broadcast. Today, we'll be talking about the challenges in Nollywood. Yeah. Nollywood, as we all know, is the epithet for Nigerian movie industry here. And the name Nollywood was coined from Bollywood and Hollywood. Nollywood is the second largest movie industry after Bollywood. Yeah, you'll be surprised. The second largest. But since for many years now, we are still being plagued with a lot of challenges. And in this video, we'll be looking at some of the challenges. Okay, let's start with piracy. A research conducted by PPC revealed that 9 out of 10 copies of Nollywood movie are all pirated. 9 out of 10. That means if you walk into a shop and you have 10 Nollywood movies, 9 randomly picked will be pirated. Now let me tell you something. A pirate doesn't go through the rigorous experience of movie production, nor does he spend the huge amount of money making that is needed to make a movie. He doesn't do all that. All he does is buy a copy. All a pirate needs is a copy, just one copy. And he sits down and mass produces it. That is all he needs. And he can afford to fix any amount of money because he didn't spend any money producing it. So you see, in such a market, it becomes very difficult for the original owners to compete. It's very difficult because how are movie prices fixed? You fix it based on how much you spend producing it, so that everybody wants to make wants to make profit in business. Every businessman wants to make profit. So you must put a little thing on top of what you produce so that you can make profit. So it is very difficult for him to compete with someone that didn't spend any money producing it. So you see, at the end of the day, he still has piles of copies he hasn't sold. Whereas his movie is everywhere in everybody's home, yet he hasn't made even a tenth of what he spent producing that movie. That is how bad it is. Now we have another challenge still faced by Nollywood: lack of quality control. Now let me ask, have you ever seen anybody in the name of "I am a lawyer" walk into a court and begin to deliver judgment? No. The organization is regulated, is controlled. Okay, have you ever seen anybody walk into a classroom and begin to teach? He hasn't learned anything. He's not learned and begins to teach. No. Can you find anybody walk into a hospital and starts giving treatment without being trained, without being certified? No. You can't find it elsewhere. But in Nollywood, anybody that has the resources can hire a camera, walk into a location and begin to shoot and do movies. And then at the end of the day, what do we see? Movies you can't even sit to watch beyond 15 minutes. 15 minutes. You can't stay even up to 15 minutes. All just because they were able to find their ways into the market. They just shot anything and then they sold anything for people to watch. It is well with Nigeria. See, we have another challenge. It is gradually becoming a norm for you to see aspiring, or should I say desperate, less qualified artists to pay to get roles, just to rise to stardom quickly. They pay producers to get roles, while the people with the real talent get minor roles. And you see, the producers, they need money for their next project. So they oblige. They take the money. They take the money. And we still have other challenges. We have a challenge of of poor payment. Now, for some producers that don't take these monies for rules, we have other producers that don't pay their artists, especially if you're an upcoming artist. They don't pay you. Or if they even manage to pay you, they pay you as small as 2,000 naira. In their hearts, they are doing you a favor, featuring you in their movies. Or should I say, okay, I'm not even taking money from you, I'm even paying you. So you see, how can such an artist give his best? He's on set, when he's supposed to be creating, supposed to be thinking of how to bring out the character in the movie. He's busy thinking of how to hustle. Where will he get money to foot his next bill? Still, another very big challenge of Nollywood is lack of unity. Very, very, very weird challenge. It's not supposed to be so. Lack of unity among practitioners. The practitioners amongst themselves are not unified. You see the Igbos doing their own thing. You see the Hausas doing their own thing. Both of them are trying to fight who is superior to the other, where the movie industry originated, who did it first. And the Hausas, with their own reservation, are doing their own thing differently. No unity. So you find out that it's very difficult for the government to deal with us as a unit, as an entity, when it comes to funding or cooperating or supporting us. So it's very sad. It's very sad. And we are here crying for lack of funds. In fact, another big challenge of Nollywood is lack of funds. Lack of funds. The government really fund the movie industry. Private organizations don't venture into it. Really? Leaving the business only in the hands of private individuals and people with passion. Passion, but no finances. And you know, Nigerians, you are very creative. Even when we don't have the money, we improvise. Okay? We improvise. But the bad thing about improvisation is that the concept, the way it was in your mind, the way you thought about it, you can't really bring it to limelight. You'll be limited. You will be limited. For instance, you won't be able to get the right equipment, the right technology to do certain things. You won't be able to hire it. Even the scriptwriters are not left out. So you see a scriptwriter that is trying to be very creative. He has a very nice concept, but in his mind, he knows the money to do this. In fact, the producer will even tell you, write it based on this budget. See, he's limited. He can't exercise all his mental powers. He's limited. He has, everybody's boxed up. He's boxed in a box. He's inside a box. He can't go beyond certain limits. So you see, challenges is numerous. You don't write something that cannot be achieved on set. Very nice story, nice concept, but can it be achieved? No. So you advise yourself. Sad. Because of all these things, they watch our movies and they think our movies are of lower standards. Just because we are limited by all these challenges. If only we can resolve these challenges, Nollywood would be competing favorably with other movie bodies across the globe. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.